Hey, this is Dave from Chaos Guitars, and this is
Chad.
And this is our 5 in 5. Today on our 5 in 5, we're going to talk to you about 5 important things to remember when you're playing live. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me start the timer. We are going. Number 1, rehearse. Know your shit. You know how many times I've seen a band, local bands, obviously not so much professional, but local bands, and even some professional, they get up there, they start playing, somebody fucks this up, somebody fucks that up, you forget words. Rehearse. Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. It's not called practice. Practice is what you do at home on your own. When you get there as a band, it's rehearsal. Rehearse. Know what you're doing. Otherwise, why are you on a stage?
Yeah, have your stuff tight.
Yeah. Yeah, when we play, we do a lot of stuff with stops. A lot of quick stops, a lot of dead stops. We need to be on point. We rehearse. We rehearse sometimes up to the day of the show. So, just know your shit. That's all.
Yeah. I would say learn to, and practice even, do whatever you got to do to get on and off the stage quickly. It sucks for other bands when you eat up into their time slot. You're no more deserving than anyone else that's there.
Yep.
I'm not talking about a touring band who has some opening local acts. That's different. In as far as obviously the headliners matter more. That's a completely different situation. With your normal local shows where you got like 3-4 bands, you got to be mindful of your time, and a lot of that is setting up and tearing down. Don't wander around on the stage when you're done with your set. Get your stuff out of the way. And even ask the other bands, hey, can I help?
Yeah.
You know, it's better. It's also cool to be friendly with the other bands, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And help each other get on and off the stage. Everyone's night is a lot better that way, not just yours.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to play your full set. Everyone gets to play their full set, and everyone's happy.
Yep. Yeah, it's when you're done playing, especially if you're a local band, when you're done playing, standing there on stage is not the time to chit-chat with people who thought you were great. You be nice and you say, cool, I'll catch up with you in a minute. Let me get my stuff off stage. That's it. All right, I'm going to go with something that's very important, and we do it all the time. Make a set list. Have a set list. I did a 5 in 5 for some things a while back, and I said, get yourself they make them for placemats, for menus, a little chalk board type thing, and you get yourself some chalk markers in fluorescent colors, and you put your set list on it. So this way you each get one. This way you're all on the same page. I like doing it that way rather than jotting it on a piece of paper, because a piece of paper, notebook paper stuck up somewhere looks like fucking shit. You want to be professional, start looking professional. So find a different way to do it. Use my idea. If you don't want to use my idea, fine. I used to have a piece of plexiglass that the back was painted black, and we do fluorescent markers and have a little black light over it. Whatever you got to do, make it look professional. But you need to know what you're playing, and you need to know it's the same thing that the bass player thinks you're playing and the drummer thinks you're playing.
And not standing around going, oh, what should we play next?
Yeah, what's next?
No one, come on. You watched bands, you don't want to see that.
Right.
Unless you're watching one of those jam bands, which that's what they do. That's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you want to see people put out their songs. They know what they're doing. They come in all at the same time, and everything flows well.
Right.
Speaking of playing, when you're act like you like the songs. Don't stand around. Don't look bored. If you're bored, the crowd's gonna be bored. And you might think you're moving and doing all kinds of stuff. And when you watch, I also recommend tape your shows so you can watch yourself. Mm-hmm. You'll be shocked at how little you're moving. You're thinking you're moving, you're not. Or you're staring at your headstock the whole set. Or you're focusing on playing and you're not looking at the crowd and you're just bored. over exaggerate your movements.
Yeah.
When you headbang. When you're like smashing cymbals, fucking hit the drums, man. Don't you gotta, because
You have to feel ridiculous
Yeah.
when you're on stage and feel like, God, I feel like an asshole. I feel so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then you're going to look relatively normal.
yeah, then it's like, I don't know how many times, especially back in the day, you're like, man, you're sweating, you feel like, man, I really moved. You look at the video and it's like, oh my God, I'm still over exaggerate, trust me.
Yep. And I'm going to say for the last one, this is a big one, a big pet peeve of mine. Don't play Rockstar. We've played so many times with bands. Here's what we do. Get there early. We've headlined shows. We're there before the first band starts. Because number one, my main reason is I get there because I need to know where I'm going to put cameras, where I'm going to put this sound gear, where I'm going to put everything I need to put to videotape my shit so I can watch it back later and see what I did wrong. That's my number one thing. But also because I want to show respect for that opener. I don't care if nobody's ever heard of them. I don't care if they formed yesterday. You show respect for the other people they are playing. You stay for all of them, unless there's some reason you can't. And you be respectful, because we're all here for the same reason, doing the same thing. So when the band that's going on last or next to last, unless they're a big major band, because that's what they do. But when you're all local bands and the last band rolls in and throws their shit everywhere and acts like they're big fucking rock stars, fuck you. You're not any different than the rest of it. I don't care if you're fucking Metallica. You're no different than I am. Person-wise, you're no fucking different. So I get it with big bands. I get it with signed acts. I get it, because that's what you do. It's one show to another. It's a business. When you're a local band, it doesn't fly. You come off looking like an asshole. Trust me.
If you're not headlining stadiums and arenas, don't act like you are when you got 5 people coming out to see you. Stop with the attitude.
Yeah.
It makes the venue owner, it's a pain in the ass for them. It's a pain in the ass for the other bands. The sound person. Be cool, man. Just be cool.
Yeah. And those other bands may be like, oh, yeah, dude, it was great. It was great. But I'll tell you what. We have bands on our list that we won't play with again, because I don't need that kind of attitude. I want to play with bands like these guys. This calls for blood. They were great guys. Big Handsome, Relapse, all the guys that we typically, if you've heard me talk about them, it's because they're genuinely good people. Outside of music, inside of music, they're all good people. Those are the bands we play with.
Yep.
So, 458. Oh, that was a close one. And probably when I edit it down, it'll be probably not much less than that. But so there you go. There's the our top 5 favorite 5 things to do.
If you do those 5 things, seriously, if you're just starting out, you do just 5 things, you're going to leap ahead out of a lot of bands.
Yeah.
I see this happen. I see so many bands not do these.
Yeah.
And they're simple. You would think this is common sense, and a lot of you in other bands are probably like, yeah, no duh. There's plenty. You've seen it.
Yeah, a lot of you have probably done it at one point, but you've been playing so long you forgot about it. So go back and start doing it again.
Yeah.
Because trust me, it makes a difference. We have a routine. We have a schedule. We've done this for years and years and years and years, and then we stopped for a long time. And then we got back into it. And the routine went right back into play. We did what we always did. We showed up early. You show respect to the club owner by showing up early, by talking to the people in charge. What can I do? Where do you need us so we're out of the way? We don't want to take up anybody else's time. We don't want to be in the way of anybody else. Just be respectful. It's what it's all about. So, and then couple this 5 and 5 with a couple of the other 5 and 5s I have out, with a couple of the Chaos Quick Picks, which will give you the gear you need for cameras, for sound. Put all that together, and you have everything you need to be successful. That's why we do these. Yeah. So enjoy it. This one's a little bit longer, but even with editing and everything, you got the actual 5 and 5 in under 5. But by the time I edit this down, there's a lot of good information. So it's going to be longer than our normal 5 and 5. But enjoy it. Take it for what it's worth. Link it with all the other videos, and you'll have some really good information. So, got anything you want to promote or you want to plug or anything?
Just at the end of the day, don't be an asshole.
There you go. Great advice. Thanks for joining us. This has been 5 and 5. We'll see you soon. Leave your comments. Please leave your comments. You got any other advice, anything else, whatever. I don't care. Put it in the comments. We'll comment back. We'll answer questions, whatever. And we'll talk to you soon. Later.